Hey guys, welcome to March Favorites. I have a ton of color to share with you guys today that is not normally the theme. Like normally I have like one lipstick and one blush and a bunch of random, and this time I have a ton of color that I discovered over the past month that I am loving, and a few other skin, hair, random type items as well. You know the drill. Get good and comfy. This might be a long video. Let's do this. March favorites. The very first item that we are going to discuss has long been a favorite. I'm on my third bottle. I have featured this on my channel before, so it's not totally brand new, but I had been using other toners and I had not used this in a long time, and then I recently ordered it and used it again, and I'm just like in love. This is legit just one of the best toners that you can purchase, period. This is the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Tonic Exfoliating Toner with aloe vera and ginseng. I think that this is perfect for normal, combo, or dry. If you have really oily, I don't think this will be your favorite toner, but I love this. I want to just like dump it all over my body. And in fact, not that I dump it all over my body, but when I take it on a cotton round, I will hit the face. I kind of make sure I go behind my ears because I find that this is a place that we do neglect. Like mom was right, clean behind your ears. And I do take it down the neck and a little bit on the chest as well. It does not have any alcohol in here. There is no coloring whatsoever. So it's very gentle, even though it's effective at the same time. It's a 5% glycolic toner. So that's gonna help to exfoliate the dead skin really gently and let that new skin come up to the surface. It also firms the skin, which you can actually feel. It really just makes things feel kind of nice and tight, firm, hydrated. I love this. I want to like put a spray cap on here and just like spray it all over my whole body. Maybe dive in a bottle of it, bathe in some Glow Tonic, but I really like it a lot. This one you can only purchase online. Kind of odd, I know, because Pixi is carried in Target, but you can go to the Pixi website and purchase this, and I did find a 20% off coupon, which is just Spring 20, I will link that below as well. I don't know how long that code is good for, but you know, 20% is something, and it's already a very affordable line. So yay, some skincare. We're gonna get to the makeup in 2 seconds. I have another random Amika Dry Shampoo. Amika. I'm probably saying that all wrong, but I love this. Oh my gosh, please just look at the bottle. Look at the bottle. Their hair dryers are like this too, by the way. It's all like very fun, kind of like psychedelic. I just like the bottle. That's a weird first thing for me to like really emphasize, but the product itself is beautiful. It does not have any talc in it. It is a rice starch, and it is very clear. It's not completely clear. It will get a little bit powdery, but not like that clown white where you're like, oh my gosh, I have brunette hair, what have I done? It's a great dry shampoo. It's something newer that I've been trying out this past month, and I really like it. I have a new fragrance to share with you guys that I literally just die over this. I feel like I smell like a beautiful garden in like the best way when I wear this. If you are familiar with Kai fragrances and you like gardenia and you like that type of a scent, which I love, this is a beautiful perfume oil from Jouer. I believe this is the only fragrance that they have because it's not named anything. It's just the brand name, but it is just such a gorgeous oil, and it lasts really beautifully without being obnoxious. So I have been loving this fragrance. Makeup time. Okay, let's start with the face, shall we? This might seem really like overboard, but I just wanted to share with you because we have some different price points here. I have 3 bronzers technically that are favorites. That's kind of ridiculous, I know. What I'm wearing today is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, the waterproof bronzing powder. This is in Sun Bronze. You guys are right, this is not a brand new item. I saw this at my local CVS, and it was on an end cap, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's new. I've never seen anything like this before. But apparently it's been around forever, and they just were like putting it on an end cap for people like me that needed to discover it. Whatever. I love this. It is affordable. It does not blotch off. It is a little more red undertone than I would personally like, but I use it anyway just because of the way that it wears, and then I'll put another bronzer on top of it, which is really high maintenance, I know, but I just love this. If you are looking for a good, affordable, long-wearing drugstore bronzer, this is it. Now let's talk a little high-end bronzer. This is actually a Sculpting Duo from Makeup Forever. And can we just look at the highlighter here? It's really highlighty. I mean, I'm not even doing a close-up, and I'm sure you can see that right here. Super, super highlighty. If you like that, like, bam, in your face highlight, which Manny in his favorites, he favorited this too, and he's like, if you want your highlighter to be seen in outer space, you'll love this. And it's true. If you want something natural, not for you, not going to get it done. But if you want something to really have that shine, you're doing a bronzy, glowy summertime look and you want to amp everything up to the next level, this is such a gorgeous highlight. I don't know why I keep touching it. I love it. The sculpting powder in here is equally amazing. You can carve out the cheeks, nose, forehead, do all of your sculpting really easily, and it just blends to perfection. I'm such a fan. This technically should not be in my favorites. Oh, it hurt me and it jumped out of my hands. This shouldn't be my favorites, but it's one of these new items that I don't even need to do a first impressions. I tried this at an event and I have been using it every single day since, which is only like 5 days, but whatever. I love this. This is the most fabulous bronzer ever because you cannot overdo it. You literally could jam your brush in here and go like this, and you would look in the mirror and you'd be like, wow, I'm an expert at makeup. Look how beautiful and bronzed I look and not muddy. There is something about the technology in this powder and the way that it grabs onto the brush that you cannot overdo it. I'm in love. It looks like it's kind of shimmery, but it's not. It's just this perfect, creamy, true brown type of a bronzer. I love this. This is the lighter version. They do have a darker one as well. This is 2UM. I don't know. They have a darker one as well, but you know, I'm pale. I'm wearing a little more blush than I normally do lately, and I kind of love it. So I really love pairing the Ginger Pop from Clinique with my Romantic Rose powder blush from Milani in one. These two together are gorgeous. I put this all over kind of as my matte base, and then I dust this one right here, Ginger Pop, that has color and a little bit of a sheen on top, and it just turns out beautifully. I dig it. I love it. Very long wearing, and that has been like my blush combo. Those Milani Rose powders are awesome. Any shade, if you're like, ew, I don't really like that shade, all of them are beautiful for a matte, easy to blend, long wear powder blush from the drugstore. Super thumbs up. Let's talk about applying blush because I have some new brushes that I am, for lack of a better word, obsessing over. Would you ever think to use a fan brush for your blush? Maybe, maybe not. I'm totally copying Mac Daddy, and this is one of his techniques, and guess what? It's an awesome technique. You literally grab a little bit of blush. He grabs just on one end and kind of fans up. I actually grab in the center and then I just wisp the blush back and forth really quickly, and it gives you just this dispersed, beautiful airbrush looking amount of blush that is just absolute perfection. So I've been loving doing that. And this Pro Fan number 65 from Sephora is one of my more favorite fan brushes that I have ever seen. It's nice and big and a little bit thick on the side, but not too dense. It's like the Goldilocks thing. It's just right. The Ita Brush, yes, you need it. I love it. Oh, I don't know what I did without this before. I thought that I had a dupe. No, I was so wrong. This brush is so special. I have been sculpting out my nose, my cheeks, my forehead. I literally will take just a tiny bit of color. I will even swipe it off on my hand so that there's barely anything on the brush, and then I will really like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that is how I like to do my contour for daytime so that people don't see this harsh stripe on my face. I just use a tiny bit and place it exactly where I want. And this brush has been a miracle to blend things out. So yes, it's a pricey number, but I definitely think it's worth it. If you were on the fence, it's good. This brush right here, which I don't even know how to say what it is called, but I love this for setting underneath the eye powders. You could use this for blush or highlight or bronzer or setting under your eyes. It's really a multi-purpose brush. The handle is so great because it allows you to just really use very light strokes, and it seems to blend everything out to absolute perfection. Do you guys like my eyeshadow? Maybe you think it's a bit much. Maybe you think that it's a work of art like I do. which is basically how I approach my makeup every day when I'm in the mood to do my makeup. I kind of just go for it sometimes, and today I went for it. I did a black base, and then I took my Armani Eye Tint in number 5 on top, and it is so glimmery, shimmery, gorgeous. I freaking love this. Out of all 3 shades that I picked up, this is the 100% front runner winner. It is just the most beautiful, it's like a silvery green. It's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous, and the thing is, literally, this will last me all day long. It's just a really great product. I already did a first impressions, and you may have seen that I, really loved it, and I wanted to update you that I am still reaching for it quite a bit. This, how much I've used this. Remember when I did the Cosmetics Life Palette, Hot or Not, and I loved it, and I got more thumbs downs than any other video in the history of my channel? Like, everyone was like, that is sponsored, it's sponsored. I did not get paid anything for that video whatsoever. I've never even met Michelle Phan. I received the palette, I really liked it, I put it to the test like I do everything, and my number 1 favorite thing about that palette, as mentioned in the video, was the gel formulation of the lipsticks, or lip glosses, or whatever you want to call them. They're like this in the larger palette as well. And I recently got to try all of the different shades, and this coral one, which is called Mix It Up Peaches, is my favorite. I've been wearing this a lot this past month. I just think these are really hydrating, really beautiful, really just like a nice gel formulation. And I also like that you can blend your perfect shade over here in this empty little divot. It's like an artist palette, a legit artist palette. This I did a Hot or Not on, and again, I hope these recommendations are not redundant. I just want to share with you what out of everything that I tried over the past month am I still reaching for, that's in my top drawer, that I use on the daily. And this right here from Nars, the Craving Blush Intensity Duo, so gorgeous. Use this wet. Don't even put much on your face, just like a little bit of tinted moisturizer, and then you can really go to town and bronze up the face, little gloss, little liner, little mascara, little brow. Okay, fine, we're getting kind of carried away, but you know what I mean. This is just such a skin-enhancing, gorgeous duo. Very, very creamy and glowy, not sparkly, and I love it. That makes for 4 bronzers. We can tell what time of year it is. Okay, and the last one should not be a favorite as well. But, okay, this is new. I just tried this out, but I just wanted to put it out there again because I know some of the drugstores are having sales right now, and I want to tell you guys, this honestly is such a great palette. I have been using it every day, which I know is just this week, but I think this is such a good quality palette from the drugstore. Finally. These 2 shades right here are just perfect. They are perfect. I didn't mention, and someone pointed this out in the comments, this is very similar to the YSL palette that I reviewed. So if you do not want to drop $100 on that palette, this is definitely the more affordable option. Yes, the YSL one I still love, and the pigmentation on the shimmers are much better, but the matte shades are about the same, and I wanted to shower this with some more love because it is so awesome. Let me know what you want me to do with the palette too, which is more plum purpley cool toned. If you want a specific tutorial, get ready with me. If you want me to do a separate Hot or Not and swatch everything out, how do you want to see that one filmed? Let me know because I still haven't opened that one up and played with it because I've been so stuck on these warm shades right here. But I'm going to, for sure, soon, and we'll film something around it. So that brings this favorites to an end. Be sure to check the description box. I will list everything. I am getting better about that. And also that 20% off code will be there. And yeah, let me know what your favorites of this past month were as well. I always like hearing from you guys. And sirens. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you next time. Mwah.